All right, navigation along the Lamoille. So there are mile markers, which is great. They seem to be accurate every mile. Grade. So Vermonters will tell you that this trail is flat. And compared to the rest of the Vermont, that's absolutely true. However, the section that runs from St. Johnsbury in the east to Joe's Pond, which is more or less the high point, it's maybe 10 or 15 miles. That's like 1,000 feet of climbing in 10 miles. And you can see, based on the switchbacks, that the railroad engineers had to add switchbacks in order to keep the grade within the capabilities of their steam locomotives. So that's a pretty good climb for a rail trail. You'll notice it. I'm on a loaded touring bike, and I noticed it. It knocked probably 2 miles an hour off of my average speed. And for perspective, again, 1,000 feet of climbing and 10 or 15 miles on the eastern edge of the Lamoille compares to half that in 300 miles on the Katy. So this is positively alpine by rail trail standards. Now, saying that about the eastern edge of the trail and how it's climby out of St. Johnsbury, most of the trail is pretty modest in grade, and once you get west of Joe's Pond, it becomes more rolling, and then kind of gradually downhill into the Champlain Valley. So if you're planning here, just plan for a big climb out of St. Joe, or a tremendous roll into St. Johnsbury if you're going the other direction. And then for navigation, right, I said there's mile markers. There's not a lot of other signage, but there is 5G service almost the whole way. So better than signage is you have the internet.